Session 10 of Unit 1 of Industrial Relations and Labour Legislation of 6th semester BBA of Mangalore University. In this session, we shall study about the problems of trade unions and measures to overcome the problems of trade unions. Problems and shortcomings of trade unions in India and measures for strengthening trade unions. Problems and shortcomings of trade unions. First is lack of balanced growth. Trade unions are often associated with big industrial houses. A vast majority of the working population is without any union backing. The entire agricultural sector is highly unorganized in India. Agricultural workers are subject to all kinds of exploitation. The same is true with respect to those working in small scale and cottage industries. Lack of balanced growth of trade unions in all sectors is one of the major weaknesses of the trade union movement in India. The second shortcomings is low membership. Trade unions, with the exception of few, have low membership. This is because many employees are not willing to join unions, although they are ready to enjoy the benefits arising out of the union actions. The reasons for the hesitation of employees to join unions include the need to take part in strikes and other programs, fear of pay cut, fear of punishment, etc. The third shortcomings is poor financial position. Low membership is one of the reasons for the poor financial position of the unions. The subscription payable by every member is kept low. Some members may not even make a prompt payment of the small amount of subscription. These are also not many sources from which unions can get funds. They may probably depend on contributions from philanthropists. The poor financial position can only weaken the trade union movement. Next is political control. Most popular trade unions in India are affiliated to certain political parties. These political parties are keen on making every grievance of the working class as a political issue to attain political gains. As a result, the problem only gets wide publicity and remains unsolved. The next shortcoming is multiplicity of unions. Often there exists more than one union within the same industry, each backed by a political party. These various unions have conflicting ideology. If one union comes out with a strike proposal, another union may work against it. As a result, none of the unions is actually able to solve the problems of the workers. Interunion rivalry, that is, rivalry between two unions. The existence of many unions within a particular industry paves way for what is called interunion rivalry. These unions do not work together for the cause of the workers. Each union may adopt a different approach to the problem. The interunion rivalry may become a more serious problem of the workers. As a result, the employees are unable to derive the benefits of collective bargaining. Lack of able leaders. Another barrier or obstacle to the growth of trade unions is the lack of able leadership. Some union leaders give a strike call even for petty problems that can easily be resolved through talks. On the other hand, these are leaders who have secret pact with the management. They get bribes from the government and work against the interests of the employees. Some leaders don't convene a meeting of the general body at all, even when a crisis develops. They take unilateral decisions that are thrust on the employees. Next is lack of recognition. Most of the management are not prepared to recognize the trade unions. This happens because of the following reasons. The existence of low membership that reduces the bargaining power of the union. Second is the existence of more unions within the same industry. And the third is the interunion rivalry, that is the indifferent attitude of the employees themselves towards the trade unions. The next shortcoming is opposition from employers. Apart from the fact that employers are not prepared to recognize trade unions, they also do not let their employees to form a union. The employers are able to achieve by adopting certain measures like intimidating employees, victimizing union leaders, initiating disciplinary action against employees, those who are indulging in union activities. Some employers also start rival unions with the support of certain employees. Sometimes they may go to the extent of bribing union leaders to avert a strike or such similar show of protest by employees. Employers fail to understand that the union enables the employees to express their grievances in a democratic manner and can also be used as a means of promoting better labor management relationships. So this is on the part of the employers. And next is indifferent attitude of the members. Union leaders alone cannot be blamed for the weaknesses of the trade union movement. The indifferent attitude of the members of certain unions is also a barrier. Some members do not even make a prompt payment of the subscription amount. The treasurer of the union has to go behind them, remind them, persuade them to pay the subscription that is often a very small amount. There are not members who do not attend the general body meetings, nor do they bother to know what is discussed in such meetings. There are still others who do not take part at all in any of the programs of the unions organized or press the demands of the employees like slogan shooting, procession, demonstration, hunger strikes, etc. Members generally expect the office bearers to do all that which is necessary to achieve the demands. So these are the causes for the problems among the trade unions. Now let us see some of the measures for strengthening the trade unions. Improve the financial position, increase membership, get rid of political affiliation and multiple union. So first is improve financial position. Now what is this? The poor financial position of the trade union does not permit to undertake many activities. For example, it requires fund to print pamphlets, booklets, prepare banners and placards, enable the office bearers to travel to different places to mobilize support, and the working process. The first corrective action that is necessary is to improve the financial position of every trade union. And the following steps could be taken in this regard. That is, the amount of subscription must be increased in tune with the increase in the cost of operations. The members must be persuaded to make prompt payment of the subscription. Donations may be sought from the philanthropists. Second measure is to increase membership. Steps must be taken to increase the membership of trade unions. The employees must be enlightened on the importance of cooperation and collective bargaining. This must be done on a continuous basis or till such time the employees take the decision to join the union. The office bearers must take the initiative to make the employers understand the philosophy of united we stand and divided we fall has to come into being. The third measure is get rid of political affiliation. When trade unions have political affiliations, the political parties make an attempt to use the power of unions to their own political gains. It is therefore important that the unions free themselves from political control. When the employees have certain genuine demands, they must represent the same to their employers through able leaders who are none other than their own fellow workmen. No attempt should be made to politicize any issue. Finally, multiple union. The existence of many trade unions within the same industry. This reduces the power of collective bargaining. Every such union works on its own goals. The general interest and well-being of the employees is ignored. It is therefore necessary to make efforts to bring all the employees under one union. Every employee working in any industry must be made to realize the importance of trade union recognition. He must come forward to join the union willingly, voluntarily. Once the support of the employees is received, the next step is to make all possible efforts to persuade every management to recognize the trade union. If these measures are followed, the trade unions become strong in the near future. References: